Alright, hello, this is D-Man coming back for another round of Transport Fever. So, we ended the previous episode completing the Hard Times mission because Europe was in war. Scandinavia sat silently and was able to feed itself through its own provisions. So, the next thing that we're going to be dealing with is the mission called Island Paradise. Now, I haven't really checked this mission out yet, and it's been a while since I've played this game. I've been having some stuff going on, and luckily Gears 5 came out, and I've been playing a lot of Gears, so yeah. So let's go ahead and see Island Paradise.
Progress is finally here. The former occupiers have returned a beautiful island kingdom somewhere in the middle of the Pacific to its native inhabitants, or what is left of them some 200 years after James Cook. Now that the yoke of colonialism has finally been shaken off, democracy and modernization can finally gain a foothold. The first charismatic presidente of the archipelago is very concerned with increasing the prosperity of the region.
I just like that. Democracy and modernization. So let's sit there and look at this. So, surprise the Presidente and fulfill his requirements before 1975. Earns $30 million within 1 year. Make sure that no vehicle is 10 years or old or older. Salvage all of the sunken ships. And take a train over a rail line with a high point of at least 200 meters of elevation. Ooh, that actually sounds pretty difficult. So, as the same as always, since I just started up Transport Fever, we're going to do the jump cut. So I will see you guys when the load screen is a bit longer and probably all the way down to here. So see you then. Alright, so we are back and the game is finally loading in. So, as I said before, never seen this map. Can't wait to see what's gonna be like. I see archipelago, that means I'm probably gonna build some goddamn bridges. Alright. Shit's gonna get real. Oh, I see the island in the background right here.
Welcome to paradise.
Oh my god.
Colonial power has left for good. And now our beloved Presidente finally rules the country much to the benefit of the people. However, things are lacking. Or rather, our wonderful Presidente wants to supply his citizens better. In order for more growth and prosperity to come to our island realm, the transportation infrastructure must be rebuilt. It was sadly neglected by our former occupiers in recent years. Our perfect Presidente will reward us richly for our services. We get to keep our heads. Our splendid Presidente wants a rail line and an airline with all his heart. There is a lot to do. We have to make both airports ready for operation, and we need an airplane. The old rail line has decayed and must be rebuilt, and there is no trace of the locomotive in the cars. In addition, we currently only have one cargo ship and a handful of rickety trucks and buses available. Let's ask around among the populace and find out if there is anyone who can help us in return for some service.
This one seems like it's going to be a challenge. So here's the airline. So that's the first airport. Is there a second airport anywhere? Okay, that's the second one. So there's only 2 airports to pretty much use in this. Beyond that, there's no more to use. This is the transportation hub. Yeah, I can definitely see that the rail line fell out of use. Where the hell could you possibly go? I would not use that rail line. That rail line looks like shit. Alright, so I'm trying to look at everything that I can get in this to figure out where the money's going to come in at. So, from what I can see, we have this location here where it needs grain and livestock to produce food, which then will get food here and then it can be transported to the cities. Then we have the need of oil, which is, I don't see a spot for it, which is not good. There must be a spot somewhere for it that I need. So that makes this problematic for this. So to make plastic, I definitely will need the oil. I need steel and plastic to go here so that I can make machine and tools. And then over here, I need either stone or slag to produce goods there. I just don't like this rail network. This thing is such crap. Look at this thing. What is this even gonna do? You give me 2 lines right here, right? And then it connects to 1. so quickly. It's like, why not keep this going as a 2 for till about maybe like right about here, then connect it as 1. Then it leaves here, and then you deconnect it again, and now it's 2. It's just like, why would you use a train network to travel between these areas? It's so much cheaper to use buses. Let's see, I got coal here on the island, but I would have to transport steel in, and I only have room for 1 terminal at this point, so if you think of it from that perspective, I would need to upgrade this to a 3-fer just to be able to meet my needs. Because what's going to end up happening is I need this steel to get transported over to here, and it looks like I can just use steel to get tools, and we can figure out the plastic stuff later. I don't really like this map. I don't really like using boats all that much either, so that hurts me a lot. So let's keep it simple. Let's do simple first. Oh, I better delete this line. Alright. So the first thing we're going to deal with is I need to be able to do this. So this is the coal that we need. This is going to have to be transported over to here. So it has steel and coal there. After that, there's nothing to make money more on in this region, so this keeps things pretty damn simple. So what I'm going to do is this is going to go to here, and I'm going to call this the coal line. As always, it's going to be a dark black, because I like the dark black color for this, because it makes most sense. This is upper. Yeah, so that is where the goods are going to go. That is where that's going to go. I then need to, is this thing connected to both of them? It is. Okay, so then I need to connect this to this. And this will be the iron line. And we're gonna go for this nice orangish color. This is copper. That to that. Okay, so that figures out the most of the steel production. And then the steel we have has to go back to here. So this is already going to be needed upgraded to at least a 2-fer. So I'm going to quickly spend a little bit of money to get that done. And then what I'm going to do is then we're going to set up one here where it's going to pick up all its goods. And then head over here where it's going to eventually transport the goods. And luckily I got that stupid glitch again with the camera. There we go, just fixed it. The only way to fix it is just like clicking real quick. So this will be the steel line. I mean, I guess I'll go for a medium gray. Okay, so that figures out the steel. And then, because of that, I need... This one needs upgraded to a 2-fer. Bare minimum. And this one needs upgraded to a 2-fer. Now somebody might say, Demon, why are you going to upgrade this to a 2? I'll tell you why. If I want to make construction, I need either stone or slag. This time around, I don't know if slag is going to be important. I'm going to see if I can just get away with just steel on this at the moment. Because it says products, you can either make 2 steel and slag, or just normal steel. At least from what that's showing me. So if I don't want the slag, I don't have to use the slag. But that'll then increase steel production. So it's just a matter of me making a decision on either of them. Now, one thing that does concern me is the fact that this isn't connected to this. So because of that, I'm actually forced to build something right here. So I actually have to go out of my way. I wonder if I could just get away with it being like right about, cause I want to see that. Ships. Give me the cargo stuff. Where is this thing at that it can connect to when it comes to that? So here to here. So right where this thing's at, they purposely built it just outside of its zone of influence. That I don't like. Because of that, I'm forced to build a transport hub on land. Just something I don't want to do. Steel line, steel shipping line. And I'm just gonna make this a nice, we'll go for a nice dark green. And then this will have to be the actual steel, or is that where that has to go? Yeah. So, I wonder, can I just connect this to this? No. Now, I don't know if this will just automatically connect. Well, actually, wait a minute. This thing automatically usually moves its stuff. How about, get the hell out of there, game. We'll build this one here. It's kind of like in an in-between area where it should be connected to both of them. I will leave it there like that. And we'll see what it does. If it doesn't automatically shift them over, then I guess I'll have to build a second one, which is kind of stupid. Otherwise, we're just got to live with what we got. Other thing that we have is this little location here. That's where the stone has to get in. That one's a little bit more doable in my opinion. So let's go ahead and get... let's build a big threefer. Build the threefer right here. That way I have room. If I want to, I can build a second. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the construction material from here to go to this city, and this city. But I'm going to do it all within, like, transportation of, like, decent shit. All road. It's all going to be land transport through, the trucks. I'm not going to be using those shitty, trains. I just don't think trains make any sense on this. Like, it's up to you if you want to use trains. In my personal opinion, we're already in 55 and we got 20 years to do this and I have $10 million. And this thing is trying to tell me to have a fucking train system set up, which I think is horribly stupid because what is this going to connect? This city to this city and that's it. Like, there's nothing to gain out of this. There's purposely nothing I can make financially from this that would make any sense. And the other one says to get a height advantage like up to 200 meters, which is something else I don't understand why I have to do. Because what's ended up happening is you were going to spend a shit ton of money to get up on one of those hilltops. So again, you are spending large sums of money. Because 200 meters is roughly, if we're going up this, you are paying up to this. So like right about here is where you have to build that train line to get an oversight of everything. I'm not doing that metal. That metal is stupid and I don't think it makes any sense. I don't even like this stupid thing. So okay, it says we have a ship already, but where do our ships go to? Let's see, the iron line. Can I actually don't know. Where do we have our ship at? I'm assuming they have to have a thingy up already, but it doesn't seem like it. Cargo ships. Okay, I guess I'll just have to build one. So what I'm going to do is I have to build a storage, well not really a storage, but a shipyard to put that in. And I guess I'll put it right about, I think he has fine. Just fine, just fine. What can you transport? You are just a paddle boat. That does not bode well for me in my future. Give me one of you. Your goal is to just transport, I think that's iron up there, right? Yeah. Your goal is to do the iron travel. So you are going to be on that. I need you guys over here, so I need to transport and build me a little car hub. You are going to get me, ooh, the blitz is here, very nice. You gentlemen are going to go for just coal reserves. You will begin the transportation on the coal line. Let's get her going. Ooh, I like the boat. The boat looks cool. Look at the little boaty. Okay, I did get that one set. Alright, let the boys go for a while. Trucks are getting their resources and they'll go. Alright, so yeah, I'm trying to see about building this all up before we do anything else. So let's see, steel.
For rail construction, we need steel. What a pity we don't have any. Maybe the steel works can help us. Of course, not without something in return. If we help them produce steel, they will produce rails for us in the future.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the rail stuff first. Now somebody might say, Demon, why are you doing it this way? Because it's the cheapest way and the trucks will do everything I want. Again, you go for cost effectiveness. The trucks can be a little bit slower than what you want, but for a financial standpoint, it makes the most sense to use. Now if I suddenly start making a lot of money, then yeah, I'm gonna go ham on this, but currently as of now, this is not going to work the way we want it to. Also, I don't like terminal, well, you know what, we'll do that terminal because it'll take them a second. Now the boats take a little bit longer to get from point A to point B because it's a freaking paddle boat. But if we luck out, we might be able to get the same thing we got last time, which is going to be that bigger transport cargo ship. Alright, so he's doing that. I got no airplanes, no locomotives, no roll cars or rail cars, cargo ships, buses. What are the rail cars? I'm assuming it must mean trams, right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of I'm just gonna let the steel industry go first because that's where all my money's at. Just gather this iron up. Go, 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 go. Alright, that'll be going with that. I guess I could get the stone line going. Let's do this. That's where it'll pick it up. This is where it'll go. And we'll go for, I guess, a darker yellow. We'll call this the stone shipping line. So actually I'm gonna go ahead and do that while I'm sitting here. So can I buy that? Ooh, I can. So I actually gotta sit here and let the stuff build up. That doesn't seem right. So let's see, easiest transportation goals that I could have in this game for an early game. Could do all of Santa Cruz and get her set up. What the hell is this thingy?
We have found the train, or at least what's left of it. Rosie the cook has repurposed the cars for the expansion of her snack bar. The locomotive serves as an exhibit to draw customers. What a sad fate for such a venerable machine. If we can provide enough customers, then Rosie will be able to afford a proper new building and will let us have the cars. We can also have the locomotive if we promise to use it regularly and to shout Rosie's advertising slogan out the window at least once every trip.
Okay, so that works for me. That means I gotta get this thing set up. So we're gonna go for bus terminals everywhere. So, Ooh, I don't like that because I got to try to get the plane still built. Alright, so we're going to go for just the norm. These ones are going to be devoted solely to that snack bar. So we're going to put one there. Another one will go here. Another one will go here. Another one will go right about... Let's see where that one's built. That one, I get some of the inner bits. How about we go here, and then build this one right about here, and then it'll connect to that little thing up there. And then what I can do is then build another transfer, because I'm going to need this either way. And you guys are going to go on this line. It's going to consist of going from here to here, 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 into here. This will be the Santa Cruz snack shack. And we'll make this a nice bright pink because I don't give a damn about it. Alright, so these guys are actually traveling throughout the city, getting people, transporting them. At some point we can upgrade these and get better stuff. Alright, so that's 4 buses done. The cargo ships are done. I wonder if I should just upgrade on coal. No, I shouldn't. It's also telling me stuff about this stupid airline. Well, that one's functional. Why isn't this one functional?
In order to set up the airline for our Grand Presidente, we not only need an airplane, but also 2 presentable airports. To make the airport operational again, we need the help of the local population. If we provide the town with construction materials, the inhabitants will trample out a runway in the grass for us.
Are you shitting me? Wow. Has my Iron Man made it back? That's the first bit of steel or iron that's coming in, and this will produce a bunch of steel. Oh my goodness, I had to actually transport construction material here? Oh my god, my soul. That makes things difficult. Because I was going to use that line, I was going to use that shipping line to get the steel out. Well, no, the steel still gets there. Construction material gets out. Okay, yeah, because I think I was going to use it for slag, actually. I guess it makes sense in the long run. Alright, so I gotta bring construction materials to it, but the problem I run into is the fact that you don't give me any frickin' cargo ships. What happens if I max out the trucks? I mean, I guess I could do it over here.
Farmer Rick owns an old airplane for crop dusting. Since he has switched over from growing grain to cattle ranching, he would be willing to sign the plane over to us. But in return, he wants us to stimulate his business a little.
Built that there. Shouldn't have built that, but I did anyway. So it says just to transport livestock. see the new
Our
line.
former colonial lords have shown their generosity and sent us another vehicle they have no more use for.
Call it the farm line. Go for a nice lighter green. Okay, so they gave me more buses and more trucks. Guess that's not the worst thing in the world. Give me 5 more on this, I guess. Okay, that gets that handled. Collect livestock. Okay, so we're getting enough. New vehicles received, so I can build 4 more buses.
Our Grand Presidente is eagerly awaiting the opening of the new railroad, which we will naturally name after him in his honor. The architect who designed the train stations currently cannot be found. Supposedly he has abandoned his profession. Let's ask his former colleagues in the architectural office.
Thank God. Go to the steel shipping line. I need to get rid of that steel. Okay, this should definitely rectify the situation. Are you guys using different terminals? You are. Oh, I guess there is enough for it. It just doesn't look like it. Are you sure about that? What a turn. Well, let's see what she does when she gets here, cause oh shit. Send to the depot. Fucking boat. And set it on its own. Did it really set itself on its own thing and it chose logs? Are you shitting me? See, that's the only thing I don't like with the boats in this, or like the vehicles in this. You can't switch that until it gets back to the depot, and I forgot to set it on steel. But that's why I always say, like, when you're looking at this stuff, do it on your own, because if you don't, this is what happens. Like, the boat makes a random decision on what it wants to use. Oh my god, that looks trippy as hell. I am not watching that. And it's so stupid because it can't make its own decisions on here. It's like, oh yeah, you're transporting there. Okay, what would you transport out? I mean, it didn't even pick coal. And coal is the actual thing that's getting transported there. Even iron's there. It's like, okay, steel or iron. Or iron or coal, I would understand if it went to that. But it chose nothing. It chose logs. Okay, hopefully that rectifies the situation. Okay, so food's getting there. I gotta find a stupid architect. So, yeah. It also makes mention of, what the hell is this thing? Oh, this is gonna be a problem in the future. I don't even have to look at it to know that's gonna be an issue. Alright, so let's see. We're getting the steel transported out finally. Hopefully this boat's getting filled up. Try to ship more items. Does it mean try to ship more items to the location or try to ship more out? Because I have a boat sitting right here ready for steel. Well, there's a ship right here. Come on. Alright, I guess I'll build this thing here, I guess, then, because I guess... I mean, I'm assuming that has to be it. Steel landline. Oh, I hate that. It's the only thing I can think of is causing it. How many trucks can I still build? Give me 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So the only thing I can think of is what's causing it is the fact the terminal isn't automatically able to shift it to that other landline. Yep, that was it. Do a UE. Do a UE. That's so stupid. I wish they would have had this like a few inches closer. I can't believe they didn't do that way.
Our roads are in terrible condition. They absolutely must be rebuilt to put an end to the constant bumpity-bump. Stone is not enough for good roads. If we provide stone and slag, they will help us to build paved roads.
Alright, well, I can't do the thing with the cargo without another cargo ship, and I have to get this steel out before this starts becoming an issue. Let me know when I get new boats, though. That'll be useful. Don't have any passenger ships. All are freight ships. Not bad. What's the money at this point? So the coal line's losing me money because there wasn't enough steel being used. Steel land line's losing me money because there's nothing going on in it, and the steel shipping line's losing me money because the cargo ship hasn't left yet. So that's really where the issue's coming into. It's not the fact that the coal line's actually losing me money. It's the fact that I don't have any goods getting transported from this location yet. And we have a large sum of coal sitting there, so the more that gets used, the more that'll get used for this. Alright, I think we should go ahead and max out on that. Yeah, I think you guys are finally doing okay. There's enough coal backed up there that it'll start transporting again. So you want the food processing line, try to ship more items. Just mean in general? Eh. How many trucks I got on this? Nearly enough. How's Santa Cruz looking? Food-wise, it's not getting anything. It's because all the transportation's in the center of the city again. Which again, I can't build near. Unless I build it like somewhere like right about... It's the only issue I have with this game. It's the fact that like to get goods to be counted towards a city and to make like max amount of money, you have to build them pretty much dead center in here. If you don't get the money for it, which is stupid. Okay, that's out of there. The snack bar line's doing fine. How's steel looking? Steel's not doing bad. How's the iron guy doing? He's getting there. Got enough iron. I think the steel is where the issue lies in. Alright, so make the airports operational. Okay, so we had this. And I got access, I'm assuming, to those locomotives?
Our former colonial lords have shown their generosity and sent us another vehicle they have no more use for.
Okay, so that's another truck or another boat I get access to. So, same thing as before. I want you on, or just stone. 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 You're gonna go on the stone shipping line. And then as a result of that, I think I already do I already have the landline set up for you? No, I do not. So let's go ahead and get that set up too. So this will be the stone land line. That'll be just a nice grayish color. That'll help with that. That might be a good thing I did build this thing over here. I want you on stone, 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 stone. Actually, before I set this one up all the way, well, I think you guys are within reach of each other, right? I think you guys are, because you guys are able to get the steel from this, so yeah, you know what, we're fine. Let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and go on the stone landline, because what's ended up happening is I'm going to use these guys to get the stone from this region and send it back down. I also should... No, that one's fine. Fine. Okay, everything's fine. Alright. A lot of steel's eaten up now. That's good. We're running low on iron too, so good thing, because this guy's coming back with 100 iron now. And by the time this guy gets back... How much money does this steel give me? I want to look. 300,000. I mean, it's offsetting. I mean, it's good. Just gotta wait for our boy to get its stone set up. The stone will arrive at the construction facility. That'll get me construction materials. Then I'll have to upgrade this to a threefer. Then use that to transport goods here, which will then in turn get put here, which will then get transported into the city itself. Which is actually pretty... This is actually a doable one, because they give me a nice little spot. I can either do it here or here to get all these guys into the construction stuff. So that's actually a really nice location for city stuff. Santa Cruz food processing. Are you guys just not getting enough goods? No, they're just not transporting out, so I gotta get rid of the goods. It has to go to a blue area that's easy to attain. I think I found it. Alright, so I need this. Can I sneak this in here? I can. Can I get it without destroying a building? Yes. Alright. You are going to pick up food from this location. And then drag it all the way out to here. And drop it off at this location. Now, I gotta deal with the stupid glitch again. There we go, got it. Alright. And then go ahead and get me... Screw it, I'd say 4 trucks. Then you're gonna go on food, 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 food. I think it's still line 1, yeah. Name that. What's the name of the city that I got this going to? Las Palmas. Okay. Las Palmas. Food line. Okay, we're gonna go for nice light blue. Let's change it up a little bit. Alright. I think I'm starting to get everything situated. The iron's building up here. By the time this guy gets back, he'll get the iron, ship it out. This guy's getting a stone still. That is very good. It's just a matter of getting this stuff to flow for a while, and then the money will start coming in. Because as you can see, the farm line's losing me money because I haven't been getting rid of the food. The food line isn't making me money because it hasn't gotten taken there yet. The steel land line isn't making that much money because ship-wise I need to get more transported goods. But it will start making me money here again. Steel shipping lines in the red again, but it's about to go in the green. Stone landline. Again, same issue it's running into. It's got to wait for the stone to arrive. But the iron is making me money, so that's hopeful. I think that's the only issue this guy's running into. He's basically got to wait till all the iron and coal gets used for the steel. So we currently are running a fair bit of steel getting produced, so this guy's not doing bad. And then we got the machine factory. Because I'm not getting rid of the tools, those goods are building up again. So, I gotta find a way to get rid of it. I think right there is where I would do it. Because it's in such a nice little location to the factories. Okay, so is this one being used twice? No, it's not. So what I'm going to quickly do is build this to this. Call this the Los Palmas. What was it called again? Tool line. Went for a nice light blue. Let's go for like a nice little darkish blue. I just don't have enough things to use. Use airplanes. Build locomotives, demon. No, because I need to build this stuff up, and it sucks. Alright. Although I think I'll end this episode right here. So yeah, this will be the issue we're running into at the moment. I got to try to rectify this situation as best I can. As again, as I said before, I haven't played this map before, and this one is actually kind of difficult. But I will look at this thing before we get to it.
Our island world may be beautiful, but the weather is often very ugly. That is why cargo ships unfortunately sink off the coast from time to time.
No.
One or two of them can certainly be salvaged and repaired. But for an action like that, we will need pontoons. Fortunately, our colonial lords left behind a very modern chemical plant, which can supply us with plastic. The operators of the chemical plant will deliver pontoons to us if we find crude oil for them. But that is an expensive undertaking.
So as I was saying, that one's gonna be a bitch to do. I basically are gonna just have to see how this works, because what's gonna end up happening a lot more, which is we gotta figure out how to get these goods transported better, and because of the way the stuff's already working, in terms of like bus lines and certain stuff, I need more trucks right now in comparison to anything else. The make road construct delivers stone and slagged materials. Currently only slow roads can be built. Once this mission is finished, faster roads will be available and slow roads can be upgraded. You can deliver the construction material produced by the factories to the industrial areas of surrounding cities. But I don't have any more trucks, which sucks. Well, I have to see how this works. I might have to end up dividing the trucks up a little bit better, because I always do everything in 5s. The stone, I think, or the food processing is doing 4, so I might end up having to take 2 off stone and put it on construction, and then send the construction stuff to this location. Actually, you know what? I'll keep a memory note of this. Hopefully, I do remember it. The steel. I'm going to take. We don't have nearly as much as I would want there, so we're going to take 2 and 2 and just have 1 truck cycling the steel to here. And what that's going to do is that's going to let me do 2 on construction material, which can send, I can get goods to here from both tool and construction material that can meet up here at this location, which in turn will get me more money, because what it will end up doing is I'm getting rid of this stuff, and the guy doing the steel can easily ship all these goods by himself. It's by the time that boat gets back to this shipyard, picks up 100 steel, goes back, this guy will be done and over with. So if anything, it's a waste of money to have 5 trucks doing this, so I'm gonna have to stop that. Other than that, I think this went pretty damn well. I think I just gotta cycle a couple things through. Other than that, I think that's just the way it's gonna have to go. I don't know if I'm still making money off this thingy. I might be making a little bit, but other things people will probably be telling me is try to build the passenger tram lines up. I might. I just don't think it's worth it right now. I just don't know. I keep looking at this and I'm just looking at the entirety of the map and I'm just like, what's the easiest way to deal with these situations? And that's why I said I don't really like the boats that much. They're just really slow, and the other problem you run into with them is they can transport a lot of goods, which is excellent. The only problem is it takes it forever to transport and then for this thing to build up those goods. So it can become a bit of an issue if you're not, 100% ready for it. I think if I take any guys off stone though, I'm probably going to keep it at least to 2 to 3 trucks. Just for my own purposes, but for the most part I think this is just the way we're going to have to keep going and just cycling everything through and let the money flow, because the coal line's making me money now that it can flow because of the seal. The farm line's still losing me a little bit of money, but as soon as we get rid of more of that food, it'll probably make me more. Iron's in the negative now, but it'll probably go positive once this guy reaches, this guy comes back, it'll go green again. This guy right here, the Las Palmas food line, it's in the green, so that's good. The tool line hasn't been used yet. The steel land line, again, I'm going to get rid of some of those trucks because I see it as a problem. And the stone land line, I don't think there's enough to be made there. I could probably take 2 trucks off stone, 4 trucks off steel. That'll give me 6. I can do 3 on tools, 3 on construction material, and just lambast it here into this annex. So I'm actually going to do that now. I'll have the line set up. I won't do anything else. Las Palmas construction line. Go for a nice orange. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Save it. Alright, so this will be set up for next recording. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'm not going to take any more time on this, and I will see you guys in the next round of transport. Viva! See y'all then.